I'm going to get to bed. I'm going to send Kim off, and then I'm going to come out of bed, and I'm going to go and talk to that lady at the end of the pier and ask her out on a date. I mean, that was a lot of text for something that I feel may just be lore and background knowledge. God damn, this works your voice hard. So where's my house? It's one of these, right? Is it this one? I think it was this one. Anyone waiting? Good night, Kim. Send him away from the night. Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. And then we'll go and see the Hardy Boys. It's possible there's someone different in the pub. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. What is? Oh, is that? Okay. Hang on. What's this? Is that my dinner? Wash basin. On the table you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. Time to shave. Get those mutton chops off. Is shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red. Hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. The tash. Easy, you'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew. Shave it off. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor, with some soap, to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly. Feel your clean-shaven cheeks. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath. Was shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe? Success. Mirror, please. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it, the expression fixed to clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. Ooh, encyclopedia might work here. And electrochemistry? Attempt to stop the expression from happening. It's still very low. Let's see. The expression. Success. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. That's not about his name, right? It's just things in general, I assume. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit, and then he made the expression. So I adopted it. Why? Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. I feel a need to add a clicking sound when I make it. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily on Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous. How long ago was the new? There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. I feel like we studied this and went through all this before, when I was staying in the pub. But it all seems to be like a new conversation in the options. Anything else, like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. And does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations? Not really. Oh, oh, must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway, and I guess that's it then. Ooh, thought gained, Guillaume le Million. This sounds like something important. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. It's a 17% chance, but let's try it. It's a white check. I won't die from it. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Fail. Still not happening. It won't come off that easy. Let the mirror be. Now, this is about finding our own inner self, isn't it? I know what this is all about. And thoughts, I don't have the option to do that. But if I remember this, temporary research bonus, I lose 1 logic to this. Whatever happened to Guillaume, who, with his amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation, while you suffered and suffered? Did he dematerialise in a cloud of cocaine dust, or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new lines of some starlit boîte de nuit 20 years ago? Spare a thought for his great ass too. Oh wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. Am I him? Because that would be fantastic. I have a policeman's hat, +1 authority. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to boost my authority. It's not a very nice look, I've got to say. There's got to be something better to wear than that. +1 logic. I don't want to lose suggestion. Well, I don't take a penalty to rhetoric, so I guess... I want a better hat. I want a better coat. I'm looking very much like a police officer. Well, from the top half, maybe. Let's go and see if this lady's still on the balcony. Well, not the balcony. She's on the pier. Now I've got rid of Kim, I can ask her on a date. If I've been anywhere far enough to ask her to. Let's see. Oh, she's still out. It's rather late.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down, bastards.
Suggestion, heroic. It's still 3%. She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. Well, I knew it was going to fail. I want to be close to you, and there's but one way to intimacy. Since the dawn of mankind, Al Ghul has watched over the procreation of our species. Lay with me. Let's celebrate the Ghoul. Oh, yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate, not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals. I like you, but I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman. Okay, she blinks. Where is this going? I need to drink. You do too. Please get drunk with me on a drunk date. Absurdly and pointedly phrased. She doesn't laugh. You can be quite funny, officer. Anyway, what did you want? She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Let's try again later. Is that saying I need to be absolutely wasted? Be seeing you. Okay, it didn't quite work out as planned. Could have gone a lot worse, though. I don't think I'll worry. Oh, man, he looks so... Does he really look younger like that? I don't think that's a better look. Don't think it's a better look at all. But the game seems to think it is. Shaved his mutton chops off. I like the mutton chops. Oh, God, we're going to have a dream sequence, aren't we? The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep. Leave me alone, nightmares. Limbic system.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes. Then, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Dark shore my ass. Great, this is going to be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
Don't give me any strange ideas, brain. This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
Have I killed someone? I don't care. That doesn't scare me.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother.
Oh god, I was at the wrong option.
Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of
Is?
is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
What is it? They're right. This is their function, to keep you from it. Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream, the worst of them all.
And what is the last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots? A face forms in summertime.
In hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
I think this is about him trying to get over his ex-wife. I thought they'd split up, but has he killed her by accident or something? Where is this going?
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it will be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
Waking up just before the alarm. The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church. Has that triggered some memory? This is weird. I mean, there's obviously some deep-rooted memory that Harry's tried to forget. But, he looks so different without those side whiskers. Come on, Harry, it's time to get up. Let's go. Tasks for today, eh? I guess we need to go and see the Hardy brothers about the mad woman. I kind of screwed up that bit with the... Has he just been staying under there all night? What else do we need to do? Hardy and the pigs. Determine where the shots came from. Check the island. How do we get to the island? Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Find the murder weapon. And these other things? I don't know that we can do much about these yet. And explore the Whirling's secret passages, which we have not yet done. So, from what I can tell, the Whirling's secret passages, I either need a key to get in there, or I need... I wonder if there's a way in from the basement to that room next door. I'm just not sure. What do you guys think? Where is this game? Where is this game and this investigation going? Because it's got me a bit baffled. At some point we're going to have a fight. I'm sure of it. Don't think we need to be in the pawn shop at the moment. Let's go and see the Hardy brothers anyway. It's something to do. And I am a bit short on inspiration for other ideas. I kind of feel like I've screwed up talking to that guy in the balcony room. I don't know whether that's going to be an option to come back to at some point. Oh, there's the smoking guy. Okay, so it might be.
It's you again. What is it?
There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help. The big man laughs, nearly spitting out his beer. What's that, copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? You're local law enforcement, aren't you? And the lieutenant looks Titus in the eye. Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction. Yeah, we'll send someone out. Wait, who is it? Wait, it's the pigs, isn't it? Yep, it's her. He pushes up his cap. God, poor lady. Don't worry, we'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Coron or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints. Hey, Eugene interjects. Wasn't Everart's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her. I don't know, finding something? Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. Titus gave him a beer salute and turns to you. She have something of yours, pig? Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do. Nope, she didn't have anything of mine. Well, she had my hat that I'm now wearing. I could have said that. That would have been a nice get out, wouldn't it? No? Well, whatever then, copper. Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth. No, they totally said what it was. What was it? He's still thinking it over in the corner. Anyone remember? A tattooed man scratches his head with his knuckles. I don't remember, I was drunk. Let me know if you figure it out back there, the big man says, turning to you. Now, anything else we can help you with? What's her real name? He takes off his cap and scratches his head. Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante? Linda LaPlante? Marianne, amigo, he says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne, amigo, LaPlante. Screw you, pig, he stands. What the hell are you playing at, huh? Oh, he wants a fight. Easy, Al, the man says soothingly. Don't let him get to you. Have one for Auntie LaPlante, huh? Don't disrespect Miss LaPlante, copper. The big man finishes off a can. She's good people. We all get a little crazy sometimes. Who was she? Was, like before? Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never came to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. He swirls his beer. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still. Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. And how did she get like this? Get wanting to be a cop, you mean? Well, He furrows his brow in thought. Shit, I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig? No clue, the tattooed man shouts. It's got to be the crazy. Who'd want to be a cop? Who'd want to be a pig, he actually says. My subconscious must have translated that out of decency. I don't know. Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. More like, who wouldn't? Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat. Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that? He blinks. No, I didn't, because I'm not stupid. Yeah, cop, that's some pretty weird shit to say. The pig's level weird. The big man shrugs. But, whatever gets you through the day. And where'd she get all her cop gear? Dunno, Titus says, shrugging. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach. Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it. Thanks for helping us out with this one, Titus. No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys? Sure enough, Eugene raises his glass and toasts. We're the real heroes on these streets. They seem to spend... I just saw the winch outside. I don't remember the winch outside. They seem to spend all day in the pub, so I'm not sure that they are the real heroes on the street. Tremble. The time is now. What? What time? Time for the show. For over? What the hell is that? The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream. What the hell? Over? What's that? Is this... What the hell is Half-Light? I'm going to have to check. I think it's some deep-rooted instinct or fear or something. I'm not quite sure what it is. A sixth sense? Wait, when did this countdown begin? Monday morning, the moment you arrived in this reality, you are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you, it will spread. This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it? Yes, you spoke the words of the... whatever that is, and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even worlds. Even words will tumble? All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself. Am I sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism? It's totally also a coping mechanism. I'm a little afraid. So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet and in the far plain. Perhaps, just a thought, this has something to do with the hangover. I do think the world might end soon. No. Yeah, I'm going to opt out of the whatever that is and how you pronounce it. This was a mistake. Okay, yes, maybe it is just a hangover talking, or some kind of joke you're playing on yourself instead of working on the case. That would be a weird rabbit hole to go down, and not today. So, we need to talk to this smoking... Can we talk to him, by the way? I don't think he says anything, does he? It's all about money, you know. This guy, I'm practically a shrink minus the diploma. Oh, I've got 5 XP for talking to him. Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. There he is again, smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling rags. Hello. Hello, hello. So what brings you here? What is it about the way he carries himself? We're going to get to the bottom of this, I suppose, I think. I met your Sunday friend. You did? A small smile adorns his face. And how did you like him? I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments. Oh, shoot, he bursts out laughing. Why not? Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night? He has keys, and he likes the view. He waves gently with his cigarette holding hand to the sea. I failed the questioning thing completely, so I have no idea what that guy is. Who is he? A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He smiles, and his smile seems melancholic. He can always return. Return where? To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clef. Still, he breathes in and keeps his lungs filled for a moment before letting it out. His coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. He stares at the bar. What are you two? Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time. And what does it mean, a Sunday friend? He sighs. That he won't be there when times get tough, I suppose. I've not heard the term Sunday friends before. Is that casual lovers or something? I don't know. I've never heard of it. I'm obviously not hip with the kids these days and the street language. Okay. Is that even a friend? It is. On Sundays, he smiles. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you. He hums. What about me, gendarme? And what are you doing here? Admiring the atmosphere, he smiles. What about you? I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on. Well, here's to you. He raises a glass before taking a sip of his drink, froth grazing his mouth. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime. Oh, yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building asking questions. And what did you tell him? Nothing. I didn't see anything. Did you tell him about your friend? He takes another drag of his cigarette before knitting his brows. What friend? Your Sunday friend, the witness. No, I don't think it came up. And what did he look like? Muscular, handsome, he shrugs nonchalantly. Strong, like one of those military types. Was he alone? Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. His earpiece? Yes, you know, those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear. So, it sounds like he could have been one of these security guys, mercs, that the corporations hired. What was he saying? Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits? Tattoos, maybe? Oh, let me think. He turns his eyes upward in recollection. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely orangeese. He closes his eyes. No, not vaguely. Scratch that. He sounded definitely orangeese. Thanks for the info. Sure. Anything else on your mind? What is it about the way he carries himself? I need to get lucky for this. 1 in 4 chance. Succeeded on double 6. Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? I thought that's what the game was leading me towards. I don't know how homosexuals are portrayed in this game. And that's why the lieutenant was smirking that my character hadn't figured it out. Okay. Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes. Physical instrument. This is my macho side of me. This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around, become involved. That's my drug addiction side of me. I don't know that that will be accepted very well by the other characters in this game. Just pointing it out, we're not talking about some kind of a cult with members here. You made it up. Let's just ask him. Are you part of the homosexual underground? The homosexual underground? The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips. Why, yes I am, officer. Why, do you want to investigate? No, I just want to know whether you were one of them. Well, I am one of them. One of this Sub Rosa pleasure group, congregating in cellars under the cover of night, Saturday night, sometimes even Friday night. But what about Thursday night? Oh, Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on in our daily life. He lowers his voice conspiratorially and looks around. But why do you convene? What do you do? Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Revachol had hold on to, the true symbols of security, the meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities, just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore. Does it have anything to do with disco? Yes, we also listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. He wiggles his hands, and with mysteries, of course. The mysteries are also of a sexual nature, very esoteric. I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it. You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. Okay. Okay, then I'm definitely not in. I like this. What if I can't remember whether I'm in or not? Let's go with that, actually, aside from the fact that I like disco. Beautiful. The smoker crawls up to you like an animal preparing to jump. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. He circles his hands around you. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look. This is going to be like a 20-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least. Thought gained, homosexual underground. Absolutely wonderful, he says. Conceptualization. A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme erotique afterwards. Then it may maybe 20 hours or more. But that would be on your own time. Okay. So we figured out what that was all about, which was kind of what I suspected. I want to see what the thought says, actually. Homosexual underground, 8 hours. No research bonus. It's not going to affect stats or anything. It might do when it's finished. Who knows? You see mysterious strangers in the night, leaning against an unlit doorway. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go down that route. Who knows what this game's going to pull out? I've got a -2 penalty on logic, which I feel like I should lose. I have a skill point. I could do it. And Guillaume Le Million. Temporary, right. Is that going to be me trying to decide whether I'm this disco star from the past? It would fit in with some kind of superstar one. But I get penalty to logic from that as well. Let's have a look. I don't need to spend it yet. So, task-wise, determine where the shot came from.